And welcome to Phoenix International Raceway. Qualifying underway for the Frisbie Racing Truck Series presented by the Wanted Goons. Quite a few trucks already out on track. And clearly our underline graphics are a little broken. It's only showing one championship driver here, which is not true. That's a little disappointing, but qualifying goes on. Drivers get 2 laps to try and set their quickest time. 5 minutes in which to try and do so. Had to make an emergency session change. I'm trying to recover from that with the behind the scenes stuff. Our championship 4 is 32 of Wolfenbarger, 51 of Wilson, 71 of Beach, and 97 of Hoytsma. So the 63 that is underlined, not in the Championship 4, and there's 4 trucks here that are in the Champ 4 that, well, the underline didn't work at all, so we're a little thrown by that. We'll try to fix that right now. Right now while we watch qualifying. Team editor. If I pull this off during qualifying, it'll be a freaking miracle. We're going to try. Which means I need to close ATVO, I think. We're just going to watch it old school style. Trucks going around and we'll tell you what happens in a little bit. Ugh. Pain. Well, we give you the results like that. We'll do it old school for a little bit while we try to fix our graphics for the race. Currently Garrett Wolfenbarger top of the charts with Wilson second, Hoytsma the next playoff contender in 5th, and Beach down in 10th. You see Beach there on track. That was Giglio going for a bit of a slide there, and it was 16 truck, the Shine Way. Bleak. Not getting a lap in just yet. About a minute and a half to go in qualifying. Now it's time to see if my work pays off. We've gotten a new export. Did we fix it? Jeremy Shearer, 15 truck. Got 19 trucks here so far. Oh, we fixed it. Hell yeah. One thing left to do. Make this tiny. Alright, we're good to go. 34, 33, 32 left in qualifying. 30 seconds to go, we fixed the overlay. It's been a hassle over here today, but hey, we're working hard for you. Cher's going to nose into the inside wall with 18 seconds left to go. Leaves us Matt Benke, the only truck to watch. Already completed his run. 14 trucks will complete qualifying. The other 5 just chilling. All your underlined in orange trucks are your playoff contenders. So we have Garrett Wolfenbarger, Wilson, Hoytsma, and Beach. As the clocks get to zeros, your polls are going to be Garrett Wolfenbarger in the 32. Scroll down, see if we can find him hanging out in a voice channel. Hopefully we can get his thoughts on said race tonight, and we do. Wolfie DG, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, we're on pole for tonight's Legacy Phoenix race. How do you feel about the start-finish line being back where it belongs?
I mean, I personally like New Phoenix better.
That explains a lot about you.
But I mean, I mean, I like going back. It's a little nostalgic. Didn't have getting the poll on my bingo card for tonight, but we did it.
Nice
So yeah.
surprise.
And I'm gonna sponsor this poll by McDonald's. It's what I had for dinner. So they're the reason
Perfect.
I got this poll.
Well, we're going to show off everyone else's truck because you're not on track yet. So
Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm here.
waiting. Doesn't show you. Now it shows you. All right. Well, we get to talk to you and show your truck for once. This is a weird feeling. Congrats on the starting on the pole. What do you feel the races? How do you feel the race is going to unfold over the next 120 laps?
Well, I think it's gonna be surviving and just trying to save these tires. The first session was sketchy. This one's not as sketchy, so I'm hoping the tires don't fall off as bad, but they probably still will. So it's just gonna be saving tires and not trying to wreck. So if we could do that, we'll probably be up front.
10-4. All right, bud. Good luck to you.
Yep, thanks.
Shot Wolfenbarger down in his chat, and we'll talk to the 51 of Bradley Wilson. Brad, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, we're starting second tonight in the championship race. You're part of the playoff 4 tonight. How do we feel about your chances of winning here at Phoenix?
This was current day Phoenix, a lot better than this Legacy, but I feel better. We got a little bit of a buffer before the next playoff driver besides my teammate, but again, worst comes to worst, we'll just wreck them.
10-4. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Brad Wilson being silly. Let's track down Lucas in the 97. Luke, real quick, DG, got a copy?
Yep.
All right. Well, how do we feel about trying to win the championship tonight?
Speed not been great so far, but I think I figured some things out in qualifying and see if we can apply it to race pace.
10-4. You're always good here. We'll see what you can do. Good luck.
Thank you.
And we'll go grab Andrew Beach. Have to change complete channels to go grab him. Beach, real fast, DG, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going for a championship tonight. I know you're one of the fan favorites, so we'll see if you can't get it done in the old Viva the Underdogs paint scheme, one of Trenton's great ones there. What do you feel about your chances of winning?
We've been practicing a lot this week. Had some help from a couple of my friends here. Picked up some time and saved a little bit of tire. Just going to do the best we can, put ourselves in the best position, and maybe steal one. We're not the fastest car, but strategy is something that can get us one.
10-4. Well, this is the second truck I've seen in SRL with the Pontiac logo on the truck, so it had a lot of wins. We'll see if you can get one here tonight.
Thank you very much.
Andrew Beach in that 71 as we make it through our field. Garrett Wolfenbarger on the front row. His pace car is off. Green flag out in the air. 120 laps to decide a champion here at Phoenix. Couldn't have timed that any better. Lucas Weissman looking at the inside of the 22. Grant Harrell gave him room and moved the 60 of Scott Rankin up the hill. Garrett Wolfenbarger gets to the lead. Brad Wilson settles in second. Grant Harrell takes over third. Scott Rankin, Lucas Weissman battle for fourth. My scoreboard was a little mixed up there, but Lucas trying to make the inside line work. You see there Casey Graves just behind this battle. Then Hayden Lowell. Ooh, back into that 97 F-150. Very twitchy. Lucas Weissman, the red and black 97. He'll settle in fifth. Casey Graves, Hayden Lowell. Casey all the way up to the wall there. Hayden right around the yellow line. Lucas is going to have a run on Rankin going into turn one. We'll see if he takes it or not. Decides not to go for the pass. You have Hayden Lowell running seventh. Quinn Newton is eighth. It's like Grant Harrell was being set up for a potential pass. Scott Rankin was looking to the outside. Now he's going to go all the way to the wall. That may be advantage Lucas. Scott's going to get a run off the corner. They'll be side by side down the front stretch. Have to get used to calling Phoenix reversed again. What's there and now is 1 and 2 on this layout, but 3 and 4 on the new layout, so that's not confusing at all. Most of the field single file all the way back to about 17th. We continue to watch Lucas try to get to the inside of Scott Rankin. Scott making that outside line work. We heard the drivers talk about tires, though. The high lane will burn them out quicker. Over the long run, this will be advantage 97 on the inside lane. There we are, single file. And Cliff Mullins has crashed, brought out our first caution. Looks like a little contact out of the 69 truck. Cliff tried to save it and then went nose first into the outside wall. And that's going to be Cliff Mullins' night, because there's no fast repairs in this truck series. So unfortunate for Cliff. Contact with the 69 of J Munch. One more time here. Cliff was backing up the corner, and J Munch not ready for it. Gets him in the left rear. Cliff goes for a slide there. Probably better off just turning it left and spinning it out, but he wanted to try and save it. Overcorrects nose first into the outside wall. And the 37's night is toast. I think he's trying not to tow. Now he has towed the 37 truck. Adam, thank you for the resub, by the way. That is 2.5 years. Appreciate you. Obviously rooting for Mr. Andrew Beach with your message there. We appreciate you, my friend. Hello, everyone over in the YouTube as well. Hopefully y'all are having a great night now that we got a caution here. Have a quick chance to run through our full field. Wolfenbarger, Brad Wilson, Scott Rankin, and Lucas Weissman. Grant Harrell's hit the pit lane. Casey Graves, Hayden Lowell, Quinn Newton, Andrew Beach, Daniel Llewellyn, then Blake Giglio, Matt Benke. Matt on the pit lane along with Travis Martin, Jay Munch, Ethan Evers, Zach Margerson, J.R. Deal, Jeremy Shearer, all hitting the pit lane. Cliff Mullins obviously had to tow, and that truck popped the motor. You could hear it explode. So he has a lengthy repair ahead of him in the 37. If he comes back out, I'm sure the 69 truck will have to go hide. If he comes back out, that is the only reason. There's no other reason for Cliff to come back out other than to harass the 69 truck after that. We'll see how that shakes out in about 30 minutes, depending on how long his tow is. We'll get to chat back in here for the drivers, see what's going on tonight, since we don't have a second broadcaster for them to talk all over. Four is all we heard. I think that was Cliff, too. It's like Grant Harrell's on the pit lane the second time around. Or just an extended stop for the 22. I didn't see him get any damage. Maybe he had to pee. Grant's hanging out in voice chat. Normally doesn't, but it'd be entertaining to talk to if he was. See Casey. No Grant. See if J Munch is down in 10 tenths, and he is. It's Cliff up in. Alright, so let's get both sides of the accident here. Both drivers in voice channel. Cliff, DG, you got a copy?
Yep.
Without Big 3, what happened?
69 happened, that's what.
Simple as that. Just were you backing up the corner and he didn't expect it, or just got run over?
No, I mean, we got 4 sets of tires, and, you know this thing can go on long runs. And lap 5, he hit me like a couple of corners before that, and I told Ethan, I said, I'm going to get wrecked right here, and sure enough, it did.
10-4, all right, sir. Well, see if you can get that fixed and get back out there.
Yeah, you know it.
Cliff Mullins in a 37. Not happy. Let's get the other side of the story real fast.
Cheers, everybody.
J Munch, DG, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up?
All right, well, we got the other side of the story real quick. What happened between you and the 37 there?
Just got in a little bit deep, and I gave him a mile to try to recover it, and then all of a sudden he just shot it to the outside wall, so not sure what that was all about. But
He overcorrected a little bit, but cool. All right, that's pretty much the same story we got, so good luck to you here, and see what you can do to get a good finish.
yeah, thanks.
J Munch back down in his team chat. Looks like they gave the same story there. Be an all-shine front row, Wolfenbarger Wilson. And a Goons and a... I don't know what you want to call Lucas's team anymore. Is it low drag? Is it... the CTC? Who knows? We'll call it low drag for now. Green flag back out on the air. Wolfenbarger Wilson heading off to 1. We'll see if they decide to get single file in a hurry. Lucas Weissman driving it in there in the 97. It gets right to the back of that 51 of Wilson. We have the top 3 competitors in the championship. 1, 2, 3. Andrew Beach picked up a couple spots. He's up to the 6th spot. As he drives around the outside of Casey Graves. He's trying to join in on this championship fight at the front of the field. But you never know, if they get to racing up front, he might be in a good position where he's not up there with them. Casey Graves tried to get his truck up to the outside lane on exit. Couldn't quite clear Andrew Beach. Beach keeping that truck on the outside before of Casey Graves. If he can get this move done quickly, it'll be good, but if he gets stuck up there, the tires can get burned up. I think he has Casey clear now, going into 3. There you go. Andrew Beach takes away the 6th spot. Trying to join the rest of the title fighters up front. Hayden Law is the next one to catch in 5th. Let's run through your field now that they've kind of calmed down. Now Wolfenbarger leads Wilson. And then Hoytsma, your 3 title contenders, 1, 2, 3. Then Scott Rankin 4th. Hayden Lowell 5th. And our final title fighter, Andrew Beach 6th. Casey Graves 7th. Blake Giglio 8th. Quinn Newton 9th. Travis Martin in 10th. Then you have Daniel Llewellyn just outside the top 10 in 11th as Travis Martin's trying to put the move on Quinn Newton. He's peeking to the inside. Not quite able to draw alongside, but keeps showing the nose. We'll come back to that. Matt Benke is 12th. Ethan Evers 13th. J.R. Deal rides in 14th. Up ahead. Battle for the lead, and Wolfenbarger lets Wilson have it. Didn't stay to his outside, just went ahead and tucked back in line. Remember, bonus points don't matter here for the title fighters. It's all about who finishes in front of whom. All right, now Wilson takes the lead in the championship and the race. Back through the field, there's Grant Harrell and Joel Munchell battling. Just ahead of them, that is Margison. Didn't say his name yet. And at the tail of the field, Jeremy Scherer in that number 15 truck. It's like Harrell fighting back. Tied in the Goodwrench trucks battle. A little Ford versus Chevy. J-Winch hanging onto that top line. Harrell charges down into the corners. Most of the field single file. Ethan Evers trying to work inside Matt Benke, the Amtrak truck. JR Deal gets high on corner exit. Does a great job not hitting the wall. Really had to back out of the throttle. That allows Margison to his inside, but at least he kept his truck clean. A lot of action outside the top 10 right now. Up ahead, Andrew Beach has gotten around Scott Rankin. Beach is here to fight for a title tonight, let me tell you. Gets around the 60, up into the top 5. Next truck for him to catch is going to be Hayden Lowell in the Napa machine. Let's go on board with the underdog truck. Oh, there he is. Andrew Beach chilling. Hi, everybody. Out the front window. There we go. Off the roof, actually. The Madigan Motorsports machine for Hayden Lowell. Up ahead, our top 2. Garrett Wolfenbarger, Brad Wilson. Those orange back window names. How you can tell from behind they're a playoff truck, plus the orange spoiler. Wilson keeping a little lower on exit than Wolfenbarger is. Out of 4 across the stripe. If you're not used to Legacy Phoenix, that's where the start-finish line used to be. Now it is right about here. That whole dog leg is paved, and for the most part, NASCAR lets you go down there wherever you want to, just as long as it's not too early. I want to restart. As we come back out of 4, that is a lap around Legacy Phoenix. Working lap 20 of 120. Your top 2 Shine trucks. They've got about 4/10 on Lucas Hoytsma. Hayden Lowell right behind Lucas. Andrew Beach up into the 5th spot. Didn't qualify very good, but he's made his way up to 5th. Scott Rankin, Casey Graves, Blake Giglio. Don't think he got a qualifying lap in. He's up to the 8th spot. Quentin Newton rides 9th. Travis Martin 10th. The Ghost Man having a good run in that old Ford F-150. Then you got Daniel Llewellyn, Matt Benke, Grant Harrell, Zach Margison, Ethan Evers, J.R. Deal looking to the inside of Ethan. Quite drawn alongside yet. Hayden Law is catching Lucas Hoytsma though. I say that and he starts backing off. I wonder if Hayden's giving a little room on corner entry. That time sends it on in there. I don't know if the drivers are oddly quiet or if I accidentally muted them because I keep hitting the button and I can't tell. They're just focused. This Andrew Beach. Scott Rankin looking back to his inside. Decides against it. Give me a number in chat and I will check on your driver. Hardison and Evers side by side. A little right rear damage on that 8 truck. I don't know if he got a wall or a little bump. He gets back around Margison, moves up 14th. J Munch in the wall back there. Tasmanian Devil bouncing it off the fence ever so lightly. Just ahead of Jeremy Scheer. That's the battle for 17th. Long green flag run. Brad Wilson has driven away from his teammate Garrett Wolfenbarger. So Wolfie has fallen back to Hoytsma and the 56 of Hayden Lull. Have to believe some tire saving strategy for the 97 and 56 as they've caught up to the 32 now. Hunter Hawkins announcing he's rooting for Lucas tonight. Lucas and Beach are the fan favorites tonight. But everyone knows those shine trucks out front have a lot of speed. Hunter saying Lucas has really learned to roll the center. Let me tell you, Lucas in the early days of SRL was untouchable at Phoenix. He's got a good shot tonight. Margison and Benke trade the 14th spot. Benke takes it back. Margison takes it back. Having a good fight back there. All 4 title fighters in the top 5 right now. That's pretty damn good. And Scott Rankin, Blake Giglio, Casey Graves, Travis Martin, Quinn Newton, Grant Harrell, Daniel O'Wallen, Ethan Evers, and Margison. There's Benke. Benke fighting now J.R. Deal for the 15th spot. Benke, Deal, Munchell, and Scherer all right there together. So you see Margison brush the wall on corner entry. Brad Wilson, 8/10 second lead now. Over Wolfenbarger, Hoytsma, and Lull. Beach about a half second back of this group. Getting up high, open up the bottom for Scott Rankin. I think Scott want to complete the pass. Giglio from the back of the field-ish. Didn't get a qualifying lap in, but so did a handful of other drivers, and it lines it up by your iRating. Beach into the outside wall right there. It was one of our playoff contenders. Handling going away seems on that 71. Might have burned up those tires trying to get to the front too quick. 1/4 distance, 30 laps complete. Halfway to halfway, as we call it. Halfway points only matter for the trucks not underlined in orange. Hydrate. I appreciate you. Thanks, Adam. Get some water there. Get back up to the fight. I feel like Wolfenbarger's really holding up Hoytsman now. Lucas in the 97, Hayden in the 56. Right there on the back of the 32 of Garrett Wolfenbarger. You ride with the third truck in this group, Hayden Law, go on nose of that Napa truck. Try to see where anyone has maybe an advantage or anything. 34 laps and counting. Had one caution when Cliff Mullins went around and broke a motor. Man, both of those trucks just ahead of Hayden, right on the wall on exit. They're pushing pretty hard right there. I think Hayden's going to try to straighten out this exit. That's why he went high on entry. He's going to try to straighten up this exit and get a good drive into one. Lucas hits the wall. Wolfenbarger hits the wall. Here's the drive from Hayden. Lucas goes to the bottom. Gets inside Wolfenbarger. That's going to get tight on exit. And now let's see where Hayden goes. Is he going to push Lucas? Quite literally going to push Lucas. Gives him a little shot there in the middle of the dog leg. Great action here from on board the Napa truck. Watching the battle for second between Lucas Hoytsma, Garrett Wolfenbarger. Out of turn 4, back to the stripe. So hard to complete a pass to Phoenix. Hayden going to get up high on entry and try to straighten out this exit. Hoytsma has to check up a little bit, causing Hazen just a momentary check up there. I think Hayden's trying his best to help Lucas. If you don't know, Hayden had some beef in the Discord with the Shine guys. He also painted a truck for Blake Giglio that says the Shine Way on it, so a little bit of beef there. See, Hayden could have rolled top. Decided against it. He's trying every way he can to push Lucas past the 32 of Wolfenbarger. 60 trucks caught up as a result of all this craziness. Ryan File saying the Shine Way is to spin off of Bryant's nose. Oh gosh. Side by side, they stay for that second spot. This has allowed Wilson to get over a second lead. So Hoytsma just can't clear Wolfenbarger. Andrew Beach has fallen back to 8th. I think he burned up those tires pretty quick. Now we've got 5 trucks all under blankets. They try to get by Wolfenbarger. Contact. Hayden Lowell into Garrett Wolfenbarger. Gets him out of shape. Backs off. Lets him gather back in. Into turn 3 they go. See if 97 overdrives it a little bit. 56 did. He's going to go up into the 32. Oh, they're leaning on each other hard. Wolfenbarger into the wall. That allows Hayden to get by. I'm shocked nothing was said on the radio after that one. Giglio gets into Wolfenbarger's. Wolfenbarger chops the 16's nose off. Wolfenbarger tags the back of the 60 of Scott Rankin as Rankin moves up into 4th. Here's your leader, Brad Wilson. 1/3 of the way through the race. There's Hoytsma, Hayden Lull, Scott Rankin, Garrett Wolfenbarger, your top 5. Then Blake Giglio from the back of the field up to 6th. Travis Martin, Casey Graves, Andrew Beach, and Beach is pitting here. 71, Andrew Beach brings his truck to the pit lane. Quinn Newton has retired from the event about 4 laps ago. This is the first of our title fighters. Andrew Beach to the pit lane. Wilson's lead 1.3 seconds now over Lucas Hoytsma. Hayden Lull, Scott Rankin. You have Wolfenbarger and Giglio. Giglio's truck literally talks about the Shine Way right there on that 16 truck, so we'll see if he ruffles any feathers here. Closest battle on track back here J-Munch. Matt Benke for 13th. Andrew Beach back out on track. Should be the fastest truck out there. We'll see what kind of lap times he's able to put down. He is working around traffic. Gets by Daniel Llewellyn. Llewellyn currently 10th, so he's got 9 more trucks till he unlaps himself. Here's Wolfenbarger and Giglio. Here comes Hayden Law to the pit lane, bringing Scott Rankin with them on lap 44. It looks like it's going to be a 2-stop race if it goes green. The only way to cut out of stops to make it to about halfway. See Blake really diamond the corner. That's going to pinch the exit of the 32. And Giglio takes the spot, moves up to 3rd. And pit stops in earnest as Hayden Law and Scott Rankin both hit the pit lane. I think we may have gotten a penalty for Scott Rankin. 20 seconds and counting. No, not a penalty, just a very long stop. 22 seconds for the 60 truck. He'll fall down to 17th place. Brad Wilson's lead was still 1.3 over Lucas Heusma. And you have Wolfenbarger and Giglio. Wolfenbarger's gotten back around him. We're used to seeing Blake contend for titles, but didn't quite run the full season in trucks. Apparently Margison.
I was trying not to bring yellow out.
That may have been Casey Graves. Was trying not to bring a yellow out. Oh yeah, there you go. Big slide out of the Ford truck. He gets it way down to the inside, out of the way. Good save. Obviously not helpful for his race, but good save. There is 56 Hayden Law, 32 Garrett Wolfenbarger. A lot of back and forth in the Discord between those two. Travis Martin, Ghostman pits, Grant Harrell, Tide Ride pits, a couple of Fords coming down to the attention of their crew. Hayden leads the trucks to the pit. Andrew Beach second out of that group. I believe that was one of the Shine trucks. We'll see if it's both. It's just one. Brad Wilson stays out. Here comes Wolfenbarger. Giglio is going to come down as well. Now they're racing to the pit lane. Giglio is going to lock up the brakes and spin onto the pit lane. That was weird. I wonder if that was caused by Wolfenbarger's sudden stop there. Hoytsma is also on the pit lane, BTW. That leaves Brad Wilson the last of our title fighters. The Shine Ways, says Ryan File. I don't know about y'all, but I find it entertaining. Beef between Shenandoah Shine and pretty much everyone else. Llewellyn coming to the pit lane. There's no way Wilson can go to halfway, right? Right? No way. Llewellyn on the pit lane, Giglio on the pit lane. Here comes Wilson, lap number 50. He'll get it woed down at the line. It feels like that, Corey. It's both ways, Ryan. Margison will stay out. And that should be advantage Margison. Every truck left the pit now. Pit on that first caution. Right. Hey, race leader Zach Margison over Ethan Evers. Joel Munchell, Matt Benke, and J.R. Deal, your top 5. Let's check in on Hayden. There he is, leading the trucks that have been to the pit lane. And our caution waves right as Matt Benke was hitting the pit lane. Who was it? Was it Lucas? It was Lucas. What happened?
At least I wasn't the only one that did it.
Back in, comes around on the 97, locks up the rear brakes.
Just sucks balls, man. Holy shit.
You got that right, dude. I've hated every fucking lap here.
A lot of people not happy with Phoenix.
Then all of a sudden,
Can they just remove this like off the service?
I really, really tried to keep it straight there. I thought for sure I would keep it green, but shit had to happen, didn't it?
It's not bad when you have a setup built for the track.
I thought when I got loose it was going to burn out. I was damn near sideways.
Well, what that does, it makes our playoff drivers
If you want to do this
6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th.
mid-season race, like fine, but making a championship race with an incorrect setup is just a very interesting choice.
Blah, blah, blah.
Man, I wish I had the speed that y'all had because this car feels fine to me. I'm just upset I couldn't stay around a pit road in time.
Alright, so some drivers
Like, I
pit,
hate
some
this
stay out.
fucking track, but to be honest, this isn't the worst handling car I've raced this week.
No, the truck's fine. The track is just garbage.
No, 100%. One of these times, one of these laps, I'm taking the dog's leg. Just warning everyone.
That'd be fun to watch.
That sounds like a good idea in theory, but their curb has different ideas.
You just go left of the curb.
Hey, at least you didn't run out of fuel on pit road like I just did just now.
If you go left enough of that curb and just hit grass, it's not so bad.
Blake, how bad's your car?
I'm good.
Report from the 16 after spinning on pit lane.
Yeah, because I locked him up last second. I tried to get all I could get, and then I was like, oh shit, I'm going to speed. And then you locked him up, and the next thing I know, you're sideways.
So after the pit stops, Hayden Lowell's your leader, and
At
then
least I get to my box. It was on 0.1. I'm happy about that.
we'll mute that. And then you go 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, all title contenders. Wilson leads right now. Beach in 2nd. Wolfenberger 3rd, and Hoytsma 4th in the title fight. They are all right there together. Nose to tail. Daniel Llewellyn going to take a wave around, get back to the lead lap, as is Jeremy Scherer. Those two trucks had recently been to the pit lane. Someone's rolling through the grass just to do it. Looks like it was Scott Rankin.
Down the tires in the...
Oh, well.
Scott, stop cheating.
Fun fact, it now does the opposite. It now heats them up.
Source?
Yeah, where's that at? Get the facts.
Was it SVG?
I can't tell you a story about an SVG though. I actually quizzed him on how boring super speedway racing is once it runs in the fuel side racing. He said, yeah, it's pretty fucking boring.
Cheers, everybody. Leave a lane, Andrew, real quick. Come on.
Andrew, I'm going to go into turn 1, I'm going to wipe out the entire field, and you're going to drive through, okay?
Hell yeah, I'd be down with that.
The problem with that is Andrew Beach would be considered part of the entire field.
Too familiar Monday.
Please, I want my lap back.
Matt Benke wanting to get back on the lead
If it
lap.
means I don't have to drive this track anymore, I'm in.
Fuck it, me too.
Pace car is off. Time to restart. Hayden goes early. He wastes any time. Andrew Beach fighting inside the 32. They make a little door-to-door contact. Beach gets out of it, so he didn't turn the 32. Now Hoytsma going to go around the outside of the 71 truck. That slides Beach back to 5th spot. Top trucks quickly go single file. Oh, 55, 22 bounce off the doors, and then the 55 bounces off the wall. Margeson tagging the wall ever so lightly. Rankin working on Andrew Beach. So we got a couple of battles here in the top 10. Trucks look like they're really pushing out of turn 4. And a lot of guys cutting it late and getting out of the throttle. Now 55 of Margison goes around the outside at number 60 of Scott Rankin. Moves Zach up to the 6th spot. Nice run there for Margison so far. Oh my gosh. He almost got in the back of the beach, and I think he turned right in order not to. Sent that truck to the wall and sacrificed himself not to hurt Beach, which is a very gentlemanly move. Somehow keeps both the 22 and 60 behind him. And man, Margison really sent a corner entry. I think Beach is trying to save his tire a little bit compared to last run. Halfway into this lap.
No, I want the save point.
And you got him. 10 points go to Hayden Law. Margison will pick up 6. Harrell 4. Rankin 3. Martin 2. And Evers 1. As a member of the non-championship trucks don't get points.
Oh, that was definitely next to what I thought.
So the championship trucks don't get points, I should say.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Out of action in the back part of the top 10. Even Grant Harrell trying to put a move on Andrew Beach. And then Scott Rankin, Ethan Evers, Travis Martin, Casey Graves. Wilson closing in on Hayden Law up front. Even peeking the nose to the high side here. Well, Wilson's there. Battle for the race lead. Go down the front stretch. Hayden really drives it into turn 1. He's going to slide up the hill. Looked like Wilson was ready to cut it back inside, but Hayden really parked it down low. Did a good job of not sliding it up. All that really did is allow Wolfenbarger to close back in. Brad Wilson applying all kinds of pressure to Hayden Law as you see him twitch the back end out of turn 4. Hayden driving the corner entry a little harder than Wilson is. Let's go on board with 4-time champion Lucas Hoitzma. We'll watch this battle up in the top 4. Hayden, of course, not the main battle for these guys. They'd be okay with Hayden winning the race so long as they're the highest finishing playoff driver. Oh, Garrett Wolfenbarger into the outside wall out of turn number 4. And then Lucas has a bit of a blink. Our cameraman blinked out for a second. Wolfenbarger sliding it through turn number 2 into the dog leg. See a little bit of left rear damage on that Shenandoah Shine 32. Wilson still working on race leader Hayden Law. See how Hayden really drives corner entry. Wilson backs it up. Then Hayden kind of parks the middle. Look at him sliding up off the corner. That's going to give Wilson a run at him. Where does he take it? See if he goes top or bottom. He's going to go bottom. Charges into the corner. To jump off that onboard to see if we get the pass cleared, and he does. Right as we switch over, Wilson clears Hayden. Hayden's going to try the crossover. I don't think Hayden's going to have quite the corner entry. And Brad Wilson takes over the race lead. Hayden Lowell falls to second. Wolfenbarger right on the back of Hayden. Going to try and take that second spot. A little bit of a gap back to Lucas Hoitzma. Then Zach Margison, Grant Harrell. Casey Graves. They are 6th and 7th, nose to tail. Graves now looks to the inside of the Tide truck. Graves currently highest running Toyota in that 7th spot. Nice and tidy around the bottom through 1 and 2. Oh, big slide out of Ethan Evers coming out of the corner. He saves the truck. Lost quite a bit of time. Grant Harrell, a bit of a blink. Another blink for the 22. He should get the drive off the corner. Casey Graves is actually defending from Travis Martin here. Oh, it looks like he's trying to pass the 22, but he's really trying to do everything he can to keep the 63 behind him. And there he's able to get up in front of Travis. Wolfenbarger battled Hayden Lowell here. Not a lot going on at the moment there. Wolfenbarger just...
friendly bump, Casey, not anything else.
Travis
Oh, you're good.
gave a little nudge to Casey there.
That's what someone with a malicious bump would say.
Hayden trying to stir the pot? That would never happen, right? Oh no.
A malicious bump is the same as a delicious bump, but without the flavor.
Wilson leads Hayden Lowell by 7/10 as we continue to watch this battle for 6th. First shot at side-by-side action for a while through the field. Second, third, and fourth already nose to tail. Not quite putting moves on yet. So we're going to hang out and watch this Grant Harrell, Casey Graves, and Travis Martin battle. Travis may have got the wall there coming out of 4. Got a little out of shape in that F-150. And Casey's going to slide up between them. Travis trying to put the power down and get back to the inside of the True Speed Toyota. Travis draws alongside. Just so hard to pass around the inside here at Phoenix. Outside really seems to be the way to go. I'm a little surprised, honestly. Past SRL experience would tell you Hayden Lowell and Lucas Hoisma should be the top of the field. Well, they got some competition in Brad Wilson and Garrett Wolfenbarger here tonight. A lot of...
So who has the score of the Cleveland game?
Should we look that up for him, chat? Somebody tell me in chat and I'll pass it along.
I don't know, Blake keeps saying something about George Pickens every like 5 minutes, so something's happening.
7-3 Cleveland. Sorry, I was waiting for them to stop on replay.
Mr. Frisbie says it is 7-3 Browns.
Steve, step up.
Yeah, they forced the fumble.
Chris, you're gonna have to repeat yourself, but not on all teams.
I don't know how to switch it mid-broadcast. Rowdy says it's 10-3 Browns. And I don't know how to switch it mid-broadcast. Oh,
Holy
Travis
shit,
Martin. It's a huge slide out of Travis there.
I'm so sorry, guys. I just nearly money shift there. That's my fault. Go ahead, Steven.
Look at that. Big slide out of Travis. Good save.
For 69 on the side of it, I'd be fucking scared right now.
Cliff, hurry up. I want my lap back.
Cliff Mullins is back on track. There he is. Cliff Mullins back out on track, and you heard him say, if I was a 69, I'd be scared.
Probably just did a wheelie. Heck of a save by Trav. That was sick to watch, dude.
Brad Wilson just ahead of Cliff Mullins.
No, Lucas.
Hayden almost a full second back now. Brad Wilson putting on a clinic so far tonight.
Why do you say that like you have privileged internet?
Privileged internet.
Take it low here, Cliff.
The fuck, Ethan. Brad wanting no part of an angry Cliff Mullins gives up the inside lane and lets the fresher tires of that 37 roll through.
There you go.
We're getting to the point where we can see final pit stops should we go green. .40 laps is how far they can go for sure. We're at that mark. Wolfenbarger and Hoytsma battle back and forth. That is for second in the championship, third on the racetrack. We are crowning a Frisbie Racing Truck Series champion tonight. Hopefully J Much knows how to hide while driving in circles. Well, there's J Much and Scott Rankin pitting the 60. He knows it's in the final fuel window. He's going to come get these tires and try to hang on to track position. Cliff Mullins, 69 laps down. Nice. Caution waves right as they went to the pit lane. Andrew Beach. Let's see what happened. It looked like he was trying to pit and lost it. Andrew Beach brings out the yellow trying to pit. One of our title contenders trying to be the first one to pit road. And it has gone awry for the 71 truck. So Scott Rankin trapped a lap down. Not even in the lucky dog spot as Matt Benke has that. Benke's going to need to pit. Rankin doesn't have to.
Fake dog leg.
So I think Scott will have to take the wave around and restart 17th and see what he can do. Unfortunate for the Wannagoons truck. This makes the strategy really easy for the other three title contenders. They're all going to come down here. They'll be done pitting. Unless there's a late yellow worth taking that last set of tires. Here they all come. Except Casey Graves. Casey Graves has stayed out here. Don't know why Casey Graves stood out.
Bonus point.
There you go. That's one bonus point. But alright, there you go. Matt Benke gets the wave around. Casey Graves stays out and pisses off Scott Rankin. Keeps him trapped a lap down.
I'm going to pit here, so you guys will be good.
There you go. Casey Graves is going to pit. Letting those guys know that they'll be alright. Let me see if we can get a race off the pit road here. Not a very good camera shot, but you can kind of see it on the left side. I don't know why they think we need to see the back of the pit stalls. Beautiful camera shot. Thanks, Phoenix. It'll be Brad Wilson. Then a very close race between Lucas Hoytsma and Garrett Wolfenbarger. I don't know what that was about. It's a little scary.
Can't park there.
Alright, something Margison saw. Let's back it up and find out. I can't hear a laugh like that and not know. Oh, it's the 22. Grant Harrell trying to get out of the box and didn't go good. 22. A little too much throttle. Let's see if it lets him pass all those cars that he lost positions to by spinning. Looks like it might be as he's passing everybody. So fortunate for him, NASCAR wouldn't let him do that, but iRacing does. And we did get Casey Graves to the pit lane. He waits for green light to come on at the end of the pit lane. He can rejoin the field. So Brad Wilson will be your leader. Cliff Mullins will get one of his many laps back and go from 69 to 68 laps down. How unfortunate. Scott Rankin will go back on the lead lap, but he'll restart 17th and with older tires. Unfortunate timing for this caution flag for Scott. Yeah, but unfortunately there's no commitment code violation stuff in this, so Beach is okay. But yeah, real NASCAR, he would be in trouble too. Went left of the commitment cone, then veered back on racetrack. Lights out on our pace car. We'll get restart here at the end of lap 85. Ketox, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a delightful Thursday. We're about to crown another champion here tonight. Brad Wilson just launched into the grass. He did say he was going to take the grass at some point. There you go. He has taken the dog leg.
That thing went waboo as soon as I hit it.
I've never driven the Thrustmaster, so someone in chat can help you win the Thrustmaster. I have a G29, and I like boobies. I like boobies and the G29. Oh, Wolfenbarger! Lucas Hoytsma. Wolfie really had to save that race truck. Got way out of shape on the inside of Hoytsma there. Fantastic battling. Whew. Wolfenbarger really struggling on the inside of Hoytsma. When it goes ahead and sucks in line behind him now. It's the top 3 in the race, top 3 in the title fight. I think if a price is an issue, I would go with the G29. And if price is not an issue, I'd go with the Thrustmaster. Oh! A little contact between the 32 and 97. They're raising hard for a second. And our 4th caution waves. Matt Benke in the Amtrak truck has gone around. Looks like he may have just lost it on his own coming out of 4. Cliff Mullins right behind him. And back in comes around on the Amtrak truck there. And of course, Cliff Mullins gets into it. Scott Rankin got a piece as well. And that will be our 4th caution of the race. Benke's truck looks not too horribly beat up after getting tagged twice there. Scott Rankin has apparently left the race.
Yeah, I saw Cliff in front of me on my relative, and I saw smoke on the front strip. I was looking for that damn 69 truck.
Cliff goes and hits the 35. Ghost Bees over in YouTube's. Yeah, I would love to try the Moza. I mean, would absolutely love to try the Moza. A lot of fake outs up here, just cuz. Should be all done bidding. Especially when they just pit 6 laps ago. JR Deal's gonna bring it down.
Lord.
That cone don't mean a damn thing when you're a Lucas.
That code don't mean a damn thing no matter who you are. It's all about whether you're on the pit lane or not.
Even if you got a penalty, we'd just clear it for the Golden Boy.
Avid Race Fan over on YouTube says Moza direct drive with the Gomez wheel.
Say.
I know Scott Rankin is required to tell you go with the Logitech. I will just tell you that I own a Logitech G29 and it's done great for me the several years I've had it now. Apparently I'm not very good because the pedals are shit, according to other people, but I don't know the difference, so it is what it is, right? Getty.
Today on the SRL Comedy Channel.
Zach Martison pretends he's funny. What will they do next? Yeah, they're very inconsistent. Kenny, you're fine. Wouldn't have even brought it up if it wasn't for this guy talking about the G29. Doesn't bother me, man. I'm gonna suck with or without him.
Some say he sucks the moisture out of ducks.
Is Hayden trying to be funny now?
You're moist?
And some say that his crash helmet was modeled after Britney Spears' face.
I wish that one was true.
Yeah, I don't think it's out there.
All we know is he's called the Stig.
Cliff, go! You're 69 laps down. You can't ruin it.
That's the last one I want to be fucking down.
Cheers, everybody.
You see, it's funny because that's Joel's number.
Hayden, going full Mike Christopher, explaining the jokes tonight.
Oh. Come on, I'm saving my last set of tires for it too.
Yeah, hell, I'd say start with
It's
the.
never going to happen, but I'm just waiting for one time coming around a corner, the 69 truck's upside down, and all you see is Cliff Mullen manually disconnected.
All right, all shine front row for the restart here. Right as soon as the pace car hits the pit lane, they go. Wilson trying to clear the 32 and does. Hoytsmith third, Hayden Lowell fourth, Grant Harrell fifth. Zach Martin, Andrew Beach. Beach trying to make his way back into this fight. Top handful of trucks single file. We'll hang out here and watch Andrew Beach trying to get by Margison. Margison's into the wall. Oh, that Blake Giglio into the inside wall, and that might be our next caution.
I'm
And
sorry, Blake. I
is
thought I had you missed, dude. I'm sorry.
Well, Cliff gets a lucky dog and gets to go
I
back to
didn't think I was
69
gonna
laps
touch
down.
there.
Let's go back and
I
see what
was
got
ready to
Blake
go
out of
around
shape.
in my defense, but
I did not.
I don't know if Travis touched him. Let's try that again. I don't think Travis touched him. Not from that angle, anyway. Normally you'd see the bumper crinkle up from, you know, some kind of net coat or something. Bumper's fine back there. So I think Travis didn't touch him. Weird. Let's try to get it slowed down. One more look at it. Blake's sliding it out of 4. And it doesn't look like Travis touched him.
Hey, Travis.
hey, Bradley.
You want a contract so we can be 5-0?
That's funny. That's funny. Oh man.
Shit from last night.
Aiden Lowell's hit the pit lane.
Trying to go undisputed.
I think Hayden's going to bolt on that last set of tires. He'll have 13 lap fresher tires than the rest of the guys he was racing with.
Wait, Cliff, if you go there, you're gonna be 69 down again.
Yeah, Cliff is 69 down again. Cliff gets the lucky dog.
I love this place.
You're welcome.
Kenny, I'm not the only one paying people. Oh, if I could talk on driver channel right now, I would totally repeat that to the whole lobby. Today at Phoenix, we learn how math works. Voodoo. Magic science. Light's still on the pace car. Let's have a chat with the 51. If I can figure out where I am. Brad DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're leading this thing with just a handful of laps to go. How do we feel about hanging on to a title here? You've kind of been dominant truck all night.
I don't know what it is. We like these old tracks, whether it's here, Rockingham, New Hampshire, not New Hampshire, North Wilkesboro, my fault. Just these old tracks seem to work well for us. As long as we can get in front of Wolfenbarger here and not have some non-teammate get to my back bumper, I think we'll be all right.
Has its own gravity.
10-4, well, congrats on the strong run so far. See if you can't hold on here for another 24 laps and make it a really good night.
Thank you, sir. Hoping to. I know Wolfie ain't got the balls to come up here and wreck me, so.
All right, we'll ask him. Wolfie, DG, you got copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, Mr. Wilson just says you don't have the balls to go up there and wreck them. How do we feel about winning a championship tonight?
Well, you know, I'm not. I like where we're at. I just I think Bradley's faster right now, so hopefully we can try to change that. But if not, you know, I'll be happy to wreck him for the championship if I can. Or, you know, if he wins one and I won one yesterday, you know, that'd also be pretty nice as he's dooring me right now. Maybe I should hit the shit out of him.
10-4. We'll see how it shakes out in another 22 laps. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Bouncing off of each other here. Shine teammates being very aggressive at the front of the field. Love to see it. In that shot, you also see Lucas Hoytsma lined up third and Andrew Beach lined up in fifth. So all the title hunt trucks in these first 3 rows. Two Fords, 2 Chevys going for a title here. Pace car gets out of the way. Wilson launches good on that outside line, gets ahead of Wolfenbarger. Wolfenbarger's got to defend from the 97 of Hoytsma. The top 3 gets single file. Grant Harrell battling with the 71 gets clear for 4th. Hoytsma trying to get to the outside of the 32, gets the nose up there. Lucas trying to give it all the effort right now. As Deadpool would say, maximum effort, trying to keep the nose out there, and does. Makes Wolfenbarger have to pinch off the exit, and Hoytsma charging in there to try and take second. Wolfenbarger trying not to give up that second spot as they battle hard. Little bit of contact, and 32 of Wolfenbarger does a fantastic job saving that race truck. Gives up the spot, though. And Hoytsma going to try and set sail after Wilson. Wolfenbarger has the 22 to contend with. Looking back at Hayden Lowell, who stopped for tires. He's still 11th, passing Jeremy Shearer for that spot. Moving up into the top 10. So a lot of things to look at here. Wilson out in front by a half second over new second place, Lucas Hoytsma. Grant Harrell's taken third. Wolfenbarger's fallen to 4th. Andrew Beach now in 5th. Sees Wolfenbarger ahead. That's the spot in the title. Move him up to 3rd if he can pass him. Back for the race win. You got Travis Martin working around the 69 of Joel Munchel. And here comes Hayden on the fresh tires. Moving up to 9th if he can get past the 69. And he'll do so. Now has Travis Martin directly ahead. J Munch tags the outside wall. He's about 6 trucks ahead of Cliff Mullins. Those of you keeping up on that fight. Lowell going to get clear of Travis Martin here if he can get the good drive off the corner. Didn't quite get the drive, but he should be able to get a little more aggressive down here in 1. And he clears the 63 of Travis Martin up to 8th on those fresh tires. Currently about 2 seconds behind race leader Brad Wilson. So we'll see if he can catch up in 18 laps. Wilson still out front. Then Hoytsma, Harrell, Wolfenbarger Beach. This is the closest Lucas has been to the front most of the night. It's been really the Shine Trucks 1-2. Here is Hoytsma up to 2nd. Ford 1, 2, 3 with Harrell currently in the 3rd spot in the tied F-150. Then Wolfenbarger and Andrew Beach. You know, Hayden Lowell picking off Zach Margison. Those new tires are steamrolling right now. He's not gaining any time on the leaders, though. It's 2.4 seconds now to Brad Wilson. Once he maybe gets through the field a little bit, gets some clean lap times down, might be advantage Hayden. He's really having to burn those tires up to get up there. Next one up for him is Andrew Beach in that 5th spot. Beach probably kind of wishing he would go away. That or hoping he goes up front and tangles with the rest of the playoff trucks. Lowell setting up the pass on Andrew. Beach gives him plenty of room on the inside. A couple extra trucks widths in there. Hayden really drives it off the corner. You saw it fishtailing through the dog leg. Moves Hayden into the top 5. Next one up for him is 32 of Garrett Wolfenbarger. Hayden did pick up a little time on the leader once he cleared Beach. And from 2.4 to 2.3 and now 2.1. So if he can get clean racetrack, he can make up ground. Such a big gap up to Hoytsma, though. Should clear Grant Harold's 1.3 seconds to make up. He's going to drive it on in there. We'll see if there's any contact here. These two don't get along the best. Ever since Hayden's Bristol incident, where he crashed not one, not two, but all three Shenandoah Shine cars over in CTC, Wednesday Night Cup Series League. It's been a little dramatic between the teams. Sometimes funny, sometimes legit dramatic. And Lowell's going to clear to 4th. Next one up for him, Grant Harrell. Tide Machine just ahead. Coming down to 10 laps to go. It is still Wilson Hoytsma 4/10 apart. Well, we haven't been watching much up here. They're kind of stagnant. Well, we keep checking in on Hayden, making moves. Giving us something to watch. There's J Much trying to work on Margison. 55 and 69. Wilson out of turn 4. 10 to go. And there is Hayden. Trying to run down Grant Harrell. Hayden's last lap of 28.3. Leader of 28.5 and Lucas of 28.4. So Lucas was a little faster than Brad. Not a whole lot. That time Wilson of 28.4 and Lucas of 28.5, so advantage Wilson that lap. Hayden gained on both of them, still behind Grant Harrell. Laps winding down here on Phoenix. Laps winding down on Season 10 of the Frisbie Racing Truck Series League. Hard to believe it's already been 10 seasons. But it has been fun. Hayden clears for 3rd. There's the gap he's got to make up. Pretty big gap with 8 to go. He's made it back to 3rd. It's 1.3 seconds to make up on Lucas. And Lucas is starting to fade a little bit from Brad Wilson. 7 laps to go. Brad Wilson in the catbird seat to pick up a title. Lucas runs 2nd. Garrett Wolfenbarger 5th and Andrew Beach 7th. They would finish 3rd and 4th if the results hold. Trying to see if there's anybody racing near each other that might bring out a caution. You see a lot of that right now. Brad Wilson probably just praying the caution doesn't come out at this point. Daniel Lawal and J.R. Deal traded the 13th spot. There's Mullins just ahead of them. Jeremy Shearer, Casey Graves trade 11th. Jay Winch in the top 10. Cliff Mullins moved up a spot. He's past Quinn Newton on the list. Handful of laps to go. That's the highest Cliff can move up. Gap 7/10 between Brad Wilson and Lucas Hoytsma. Hayden Lull not really gaining up as much ground as he needs to. Really be any kind of factor here with just 4 to go. Here is the gap. Similar gap from Hayden to Lucas. 7/10, 7/10. Out of turn 4, 3 laps to go on the season. Do we get one of those classic SRL last moment cautions? It doesn't look like it right now, but you never know. Trucks are pretty spread out. Two laps to go. Hayden's gaining on Lucas. It's not going to mean much. Even if Hayden passes Lucas, it's not the win that he wanted. I think till the white flag, at least he'll hang behind Lucas. Not that he has much choice. I don't think he could have passed him if he wanted to. White flag in the air. Brad Wilson sees the flag he wanted to see. Now it's all good and well. Nothing can stop him except for a track blocker or a big mistake. Through the dog leg. Into turns number 3 and 4 for the final time. Brad Wilson, Shenandoah Shine F-150, brings it off turn number 4. Checker flag in the air. He will be your race winner and the champion. Brad Wilson in the 51 gets it done. Bradley, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, we got ourselves a win and a championship. How good does that feel, my friend?
The championship feels good, but to win it, to solidify it, especially having to beat Hoytsma there when he's matching me for laps there, it definitely feels a lot better than most wins, in my opinion.
Sam 4, you definitely had to go out there and earn this one. Hoytsma kept you honest, and congrats on the win. Burn it down, and give me your friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs while you do so.
Gotta thank Garrett Wolfenbarger coming out race with me the whole season. Brantley for coming racing a few races. Hayden, Lucas for running me really hard up front there. Andrew Beach, he was up there for a little bit, making the championship 4. Always good to see him making it. Really feel bad for Cliff Mullins. He died, I suppose, like lap 2 or something.
Yes, very early.
Really feel bad for him. He should get a tough luck award, in my opinion.
And, you know, if you see the replay, he kind of did it to himself.
Nah.
He's the one that overcorrected and went head on to the outside wall when he could have just turned left and not done that.
Yeah, but there's cars to the left, usually.
There wasn't that time.
Okay.
Oh, man. Well, congrats on the great season. We appreciate you, and well, we'll have to see you back here next season to defend your title.
I'm going to hope so.
All right, buddy. Congrats on a great run. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next season.
All right, thanks, sir.
Go grab second place, Lucas Hoytsma in the 97. Lucas, DG, got copy?
Yep.
Well, you gave it a hell of a run there tonight. Came up just a little bit short. What did you need for the last run there to try and get past that 51?
Just to not suck at this track. I mean, I came into the night, we were in practice. Luckily, we switched sessions, and the weather got a lot better for me, but still, it's just a tenth or two off of those guys all night. I got a little bit better toward the end, got by the 32, felt a little bit better about that, but Bradley is just so good on the long run, and there's really just nothing more I could do other than get better. That's about it.
10-4. Man, you remember the early days of this league when you would go out there at Phoenix and just dominate?
The competition's great, and still, I think I've always sucked at this old Phoenix. I don't know what it is about 1 and 2. I just can never get it right. And something about the new one is just, it's smoother, so I guess it's a little easier. So I kind of don't have as hard of a time getting through it, but yeah, this track and me just don't mix.
10-4, where you gave it a hell of a run, came up one spot short, still second place on the season, has to feel pretty decent, not being a champion, but still pretty decent. And yeah, you got your friends, family, sponsor shout-outs for your great running, your great season.
Yep, just as always, Quinn at 712 Breaks, Randy Lee, check out his Twitch, you for broadcasting the whole season, everybody who put this thing on. All the Championship 4 drivers for racing clean tonight, other than my, self-spin. Apologize for that, everybody. That was not a great moment.
What happened? Just surprised you on cold tires or what?
Yeah, it did that pretty much every time I came out there. I don't know how it got away from me that time, but yeah, even the next time I came out on him, I almost did it again next to Garrett, so luckily I didn't do it that time. Yeah, just again, shout out to Garrett and Bradley and Andrew tonight. There is a stacked field.
All right. Well, congrats on the strong season. Hopefully, we'll see you back next year to try and steal that title back.
Yes, sir. See ya. Thank you.
Lucas Hoyt. So in the 97, we'll go try and track down third place finisher Hayden Lull. Oh my gosh, look at the air that Lucas got right there. Hayden DG got a copy.
Do I want to know why we're laughing hysterically?
I just saw what you did to Lucas into the pit wall.
Oh, yeah, we had the same idea, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to hit the pit wall, and then Lucas decides to do it in front of me.
Yeah, you got very good air right there.
I know, that's what I told him. I'm like, hey, you could probably win some kind of pole vaulting championship there.
So yeah, that's why the random laughter as I pulled you in.
That would make sense.
Unexpected. All right, well, congrats on a strong run tonight. Obviously not in the championship 4, but put on a hell of a show. You put on new tires there just to throw the dice at it. You got all the way back up to third. It's fun to watch you come up through the field. What did you need, about 15 more laps maybe?
No, the tires had started to even out. There wasn't enough of a difference to really make it work. They had evened out with Brad there, 5, 6 to go. I wasn't gaining any more time because I was pushed and he was still being careful with them, and I don't know, probably needed another 5 or so laps on the tires to make it work. Like on
Gotcha.
Brad's tires.
Yeah, difference, yeah.
But 5-lap difference. But I'm like, you know what? I don't feel insanely comfortable being right here in the middle of 3 championship cars, so we'll come down, we'll put on new tires, because either I'll drive through the field and maybe it works, or we'll get a string of yellows and they'll come down and I'll cycle through to the lead. And, well, it ended up being something kind of in the middle. But third to third, so I mean, it's not like I lost anything. So,
Came out as a wash and you had fun, so, advantage you.
Exactly. Passing cars is fun. Call me Kyle. Just like Kyle Larson said, passing cars is fun.
Yeah, he likes to start at the rear just to pass people.
Exactly.
All right, well, heck of a night for you. Come out in third. You got the Friends, Family, and Sponsor shout-outs for your run?
Yeah, Napa Auto Parts, Arc Music, Low Drag, C2X, and Madigan Motorsports. As always, you Swiss for putting on the broadcast. Cody Brown for the lovely Truck Series this season. Everyone over at Frisbie and the Wanted Goons. I think that's right? For the Truck Series?
Yep.
Sponsor? There we go,
Yep.
yeah. It was fun. Congrats to Bradley for the championship. Well-deserved. Fast all season. And, yeah, we'll go on to next year.
Let Andrew know I'm about to pull him in a little bit.
Oh, no.
All right, that's Hayden wrapping up his night. We'll go pull our championship 4, the rest of them that haven't had a chance to talk yet. That'll be Garrett Wolfenbarger coming up next. Garrett, DG, you got a copy?
Yeah, gotcha.
Looks like maybe the tires kind of fell away on you there at the end, but you still had a heck of a season. You bring it home third in the championship. Pretty good season for you. Going to come back and try to go for the title next time? Knock Brad off the top stop?
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know what we're planning on doing next, the next seasons of all these SRL races. I don't know which ones I'm doing or what's gonna happen. So we'll see. I mean, I didn't have the speed tonight. Just Bradley was faster and got a little wiggly there and lost a few spots. And Hayden was charged on those new tires. So I knew there was really nothing I could have done. So it is what it is. I had a good season in every one of these leagues. So I made it to the Final Four in every one I ran, which I'd say is pretty good.
Yep.
So. Overall, it was a great truck season. Kind of wish the final race was at a better track, but it is what it is.
Stand for. Hopefully it'll be at a different track next season. They like to rotate them around. It's not like NASCAR where they do it here every season. So,
yeah, right.
All right. Well, we'll see you in SRX during the off season since you clinched the Cup title last night, and we'll see what you can get done over there.
Hey, we'll see.
And Garrett Wolfenbarger brings it home third in the playoffs tonight. Andrew Beach looks like he has already jumped out of the chat, so I think Hayden warned him and he took off. Don't blame him. Beach came home 7th tonight in the final running order, and that'll put him 4th in the championship. Still a heck of a season for Andrew Beach, making the Final 4. Thanks to all of our drivers, sponsors, everyone that came out, put on the Truck Series for us. Cody Brown as the admin. Appreciate everyone's efforts and everyone making this pretty cool place to come out and race. The Frisbie Racing Series, presented by the Wanted Goons, putting on our broadcast for us. We appreciate that. And we'll see you back here next season for Season 11 of the Trucks, which is going to be in Season 12 of SRL. We do have an off-season running. Brad Wilson, with his win tonight, becomes eligible to run the SRX Race of Champions during the off-season. It'll be 6 races, kind of half SRX, half iRock format. Should be a good time. Come on out and check that out. It'll be on Thursday nights during this time slot, so we'll be same time, basically, for you. And, yeah, SRX off-season event. Check it out. We appreciate you guys so very much. Thank you for watching tonight's broadcast, and we'll see you in the next event. That wraps up the old YouTubes. Now I just Twitch stream. We get all of our music back on and hang out. Don't have a whole lot of events